Golf is a precision club and ball sport in which competing players use various clubs to hit balls into a series of holes on a course using a few strokes as possible. Many people see this game as peculiar and they think that it's a game for the affluent. But how true is this fact?
Why is golf a rich man's game? Probably because people hustling don't have time to play golf, I guess.
I think the way people talk about it and the way I see it in movies is a rich man's game. So
I don't know, maybe because of the equipment, the time, because it takes a lot of time. You have to have a lot of time to play around, and then you have to have a caddy and so many other things that go with it. So that costs money. So I guess that's why it's an expensive. The golf course, the club, the caddy that carries them all over the place. I guess I don't play golf. I just think it is. I think that's the reason.
Maybe because the equipment is expensive, or it takes a lot of land and land is expensive to play golf.
Not really. I would think because it's kind of expensive.
I wouldn't know. I think golf can be played by anybody. It's just how much time you have on your hands or how much control you have over your own time, because it's a time-consuming game, actually.
Well, I think it's one of the games. I think golf is one of the games of the wealthy, although you don't get to play a lot of it in Lagos. Well, I'm not in any in Lagos, Of course, I've heard of polo clubs, I know, but I think it's more out within other states. People who are affluent or end up, playing either golf or car racing. I think if there's any in Nigeria, or maybe cards at the casinos and all.
I think it comes with some regality to it. It comes with some panache to it as well. So it's the game for the kings. So it's called. So it just goes with the flow. It's a game that needs some dedication, some mastery, some precision to it. So it needs you to be a little much more avant-garde. That's the word, to be able to execute the game properly, I think.
No, people that are not affluent doesn't mean that they don't think, but if you have the opportunity to be able to play the game of golf, then absolutely no problem. You can play the golf in your room. You can create a hole yourself and play the golf in your room, but it doesn't matter. Either affluent or not, you can play the game. But it's just, it takes a certain skill, but the people use it to relax, and that's why it's very good for business meetings. It's another way of having meetings without actually sitting down in an office and wearing a suit. It's a relaxed way to have, because you have long walks that you have to do, and in that time you could click a deal.
It's a gentleman's game, and the gentlemen usually, not always, are in that realm, just the same way you have polo and some other of these gentlemen games. So it's predominantly for the wealthy, but it's not restricted to them. I think the gentleman is on the inside, so you might not necessarily be from a rich home, but you might be a gentleman, and if you have the money to make it, you might well. But predominantly, I think it's a gentleman, rich man's game.
because it's mostly rich men you find there, or it's mostly rich men you find playing it. So I will assume it's a rich man's game.
It depends. A round of it depends on the holes. 18 holes, 9 holes. Sometimes between 4 to 6 hours. Sometimes we drag on. It depends, really.
Well, it's a very expensive sport. It's a very expensive hobby. To have a golf club, you know how much it will cost you, and to even get the ball. So I don't think it's a sport that a person who is not very buoyant should delve into. But you can do have you seen the street golf? Have you seen it? But they dig holes in the floor and use clubs made of wood. Yeah, people do that, but to get the proper equipment takes a lot. That's why a lot of people say it's a rich man's sport, because the equipment are expensive.
I guess it's a posh activity. Like, if you have money, you play golf.
I noticed that it's only rich people that play golf, and I don't know why.
Now you heard our respondents telling us if golf is a sport for just the affluent. So, what do you think?